first question is, what field or fields of law do you work with?
I do mostly personal injury defense work.
Okay. And what made you want to become a paralegal and not an attorney?
Actually, I started out as a secretary, a legal secretary, many years ago, and was trained into this position.
Into that, okay.
40 years later.
Been doing this for 40
yes,
years?
Well,
okay.
Paralegal maybe 20.
Okay.
Secretary maybe the first 20. But I actually find it very challenging, and I don't know why I didn't decide to go to law school. I think it just happened that this is where I was.
What do you find to be the most challenging part of your job?
I think the most challenging part is working with individual attorneys, trying to figure out where they're going and how to best help them. Sometimes they can be very type A personalities. So.
Yeah, they're not really willing probably to work too much with you, huh?
Right.
But on the other note, what do you find the most rewarding?
Seeing how the file turns out, what the settlement is, what the verdict it is, what the trial, how the trial ends, and just knowing that you built all your little steps to get to that point.
Yeah,
that's very rewarding.
Very rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
What is a typical day like for you at the office?
Well, unfortunately, you always think you're going to have a typical day, and it's never the day you planned. And that's the nature of the beast with litigation work.
Mm-hmm. It's not predictable, huh?
You come in, you have an agenda planned, and somebody comes and says, we just got assigned to Judge so-and-so tomorrow, I need to pull you off that. So, but that can be fun too.
It's never the same thing,
yes.
You know, it's always changing.
Exactly.
Now, do you go to court, or does
Yes.
your job end here?
No.
You get to go and be involved in all
And
the
that's
action?
fun.
Yeah.
If I didn't have that opportunity to see the cases through, I wouldn't want that job.
Okay.
Seriously, I mean, you really only want to go to work in a firm that allows you that opportunity.
Yeah, I personally would find that exciting.
It is.
So, yeah.
It really is, and it's very rewarding. Very.
See your hard work finally paid off.
Yep.
Roughly how many cases do you work on at a time?
I would say maybe 30, 40. You just have to be able to prioritize. Like if somebody gives you something small to do, you can't, but it needs to be done. You can't say, well, I have these 15 really large projects.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know to be able to fit that
one in, yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Like just do it and get it over with.
Exactly.
And go back to your other.
Is there any one case that sticks out to you the most?
Well, I remember working on one case, which was a plaintiff's case, and it was a rape case where we had sued SEPTA for the woman was raped in Suburban Station, and in Suburban Station, I don't know if people know this, but under the tracks is a whole like a little city. People actually, workers go down there, and I guess they work on the bottoms of the trains from down there. So, in any event, this rapist pulled our client under the tracks, and he raped her for 5 or 6 days before she was found. Wow. And that's not even like that worst part of this case. So we took some investigators to shoot pictures and that type of a thing. We found another woman down there while we were doing it. And she was an attorney in Philadelphia.
Oh, how shocking is that?
So had we not gone down to take scene pictures,
who knows
she
how long
probably
that
would have
lady
died.
lived. Yeah.
She was really in bad shape. But so that was
something
you didn't expect, and not something you think is a paralegal, a thing you're going to,
you would encounter. Exactly. Do you have any advice for someone who wants to become a paralegal?
Get a job in a law firm during the summer. See if you like it. See if you like the atmosphere. I mean, most of the paralegals we hire or have hired here have had previous law firm experience. Whether it's you're in the file room, whether you are a secretary, whatever. I think it's important to come into a law office before you decide to be a paralegal and take any kind of job that's available and see if you like the atmosphere, because it's a different environment. It's very nice though. I mean, I would recommend.
You recommend it?
I would definitely recommend it if you're high energy type of person.
Person, yeah. Tough skin, you can handle anything.
Yep.